Anyway. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the game now. Which I guess I got to go all the way over to my library to do that. There it is. I have not launched this at all, so I don't even know if it's going to run like Lawn Mowing Simulator a few months ago. One of my most watched VODs. There's a thin line between courage and stupidity. Yes, there is. Insert your winery name. What are we going to call it? Shoot, this is a hard decision right off the bat. 16 characters. I'll just call it Green Streets. Yeah, whatever. All right, what kind of logo do I want? Squirrel! That one's kind of cool. So's that. This is cool. Quack. Quack. Ha! Sorry. Give me this one back. Cats! I don't want I don't want my logo to be a cat. What is? I mean, that's pretty, but I don't want it as a logo. We know. I will never see a handprint and not think of the Dark Brotherhood from Skyrim anymore. Okay, so wine is often some kind of color like that, but let's see. Let's see. Real big. Maybe not fully big. Oh, background. Background. Okay. That looks pretty modern. So does that. Well, okay, I gotta play with colors, but trying to think of what would look good on a wine bottle. I think this kind of seafoam color would look good on a wine bottle, and then background color, what do I want? It has to be a stronger, bolder color than the foreground to contrast. Or maybe I can do it backwards. Where's that orange that it originally was? Because I kind of like that. Or I like that as the logo color, and for the background, I'll do that seafoam color. Yeah, and then the background shape. Okay. Lots of shield shapes. Didn't realize there were so many shield shapes. Does that look good? That looks good, right? Oh, I just realized I really need to incorporate green. Oh, no, damn it. Okay, hold on. No. Okay, no. The logo needs to be green because of Green Streets as the name. So the background... Now it needs to be a softer color because this isn't really green though, is it? What's the opposite of green on a color wheel? It's red. So a red-ish color could work. But I don't want red because that looks Christmassy. Yeah, but I really don't like the green. No, I'm going back to the seafoam. It makes me happy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. Okay. That was way too much thought. Okay. Let's look at settings. Make sure everything is all the way up high. Turn on VSync. I just still don't know what VSync does. Story mode. Dirty or worn machinery can break or give the wine defects. Okay. The cards represent the activities we can perform. You can drag and drop them onto the board. Okay. All right. The board represents the working day. Each activity occupies a specific space, but you can rotate the cards to optimize the work. Okay. When you're happy with your placement and ready to move on, click on the button on the right corner to proceed to the next day. All right, check inbox. So basically this is saying quit your boring office job and go open a winery. Oh, right click plus R to rotate the tile. Yawn. Okay. Some activities have a special result. Press the flashing orange button to review it. Check the mail. I got a letter.
My dearest Emma, I doubt you remember me. My name is Beppe and I am an enologist. Winemaking has ruled my life as a tyrant, devouring any free time I had, until I have reached the end of my journey, still chasing the perfect wine. There is a long list of winemakers who would be happy to inherit my lands, but this time I will rebel against what is logical or due. While we need to treasure our tradition, we also need to make room for innovative solutions, newcomers to fill our ranks. I want you to run my business and become a winemaker. It's not going to be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. Your vineyards await.
Okay. Do I need to click skip now? Yeah, I get to quit my boring office job and go make wine. Hi, my name is Anna and I'm your next door neighbor. Nice to meet. It's great to finally meet you and put a face to a name. I've heard so much about you from the old man. Oh, have you? Yeah, I'll tell you everything about it, don't worry. But all in due time. I just thought it would be nice to introduce myself and greet you, so here I am. Oh yes, very kind of you. You must be exhausted. How was your journey? Yeah, actually, I am a bit tired. The flight was delayed and kind of packed, you know? Oh, girl, I can imagine that. Oh, I'm a girl. Oh yeah, Emma. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, okay? Anything at all. About that, how do I run this place? The letter wasn't particularly clear on the matter. So she's going to be my tutorial guide. Whoa, that's a big question, but you're in luck. The old man has left some instructions for you to follow, but he was a bit worried you'd feel overwhelmed reading everything in one go. I'll pass his notes to you one by one when the time feels right. He has entrusted me with this task, and I shall oblige. Overwhelmed is the word, so more handwritten notes and letters, you say. I gather he wasn't particularly tech-savvy? Not really. He belonged to another generation. Other times, other means of communication. But you'll be fine, don't worry. Back to your question, you should really give Teo a call. He'll help you run this place. Teo, okay. Do you know him? Yeah, nice guy. Tall, strong arms, big hands. And I got the hots for Teo. He is the youngest son of the old lady who runs the bakery in town. Wonderful loaves of bread. White bread, granary bread, you name it, they have it. Not to mention the cakes. On Sunday morning, the smell of the cakes that permeates the entire street. Promise me you will try those cakes. Hey, Teo, how do I find him? Oh dear, I'm doing it again. I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm such a blabbermouth sometimes. Right, Teo, it's really simple. Just ring him up. He'll be here in no time. Great, thanks, Anna. No worries at all. Now I'll leave you be. I have a mani-pedi booked at my favorite nail spa, and I can't possibly be late, you know. Unpack, settle down, get familiar with the place, and breathe in. Can you smell it? Smell what? Oh dear, you really don't have a clue, do you? Smell the air, girl. Fill your lungs with it. Absorb it. Welcome to Langy. Make yourself at home. Lange? How do you pronounce that? Teo! Howdy. Hello, are you Teo? That would be me, yes. Great, we spoke on the phone yesterday. I really need your help. I am happy to help. Truth is, I was waiting for your call. You know the old man has instructed us all. Oh, that sounds kind of ominous. Ah, nonsense. It just shows how much he cared for you and for his lands. So I've heard, but I never met the man. I have no idea what kind of person he was. I can't help feeling that he's left me sitting on a wasteland. I almost missed the office. Almost. Come on, you don't really mean that. I'll be happy to be proved wrong, so how does this winemaking thing work? That question is perhaps too vague. I'll be honest, I have no idea when it comes to gardening. I named my last houseplant Dodo because extinction is the ultimate fate of all my plants, doomed to perish the instant I buy them. Not even a succulent? They're hard to kill, you know. Nada. No green fingers whatsoever. No cute artisanal ceramic vases. Not even a fancy terrarium with tiny green creatures growing inside. Not for me, sadly. You know, if you'll ever feel like fixing this, I have a distant cousin who's a florist in town. I know. Do you? How could you possibly know? Oh, let me guess. Anna told you? Bingo! She told me a bunch of things about you, but I digress. So what are the basics of this winemaking thing? I'll have no chance without your wisdom. Agreed. So... Oh, you mean right now? I see. Okay. Let's start from something easy yet fundamental, like weeding. Is it about... I'll stop you right there. It isn't. Weeding is about preserving the moisture of the soil by reducing the competition for the mineral nutrients required by the vines to grow. Clear enough? In short, death to the weeds, long live the vines. That's a bizarre way of putting it, but yeah, in a nutshell. Great. Let's just pretend weeds are my houseplants. It'll work like a charm. Okay, tutorial message. Beautiful. Rico. Okay, so these... Okay. So that's it? That's the only thing? Oh, journal update. So... This looks a lot like the letter that he sent, but it's actually different wording. All right, seasons in the vineyard. Summer. Summer will surprise you with the greenest of the greens, as if a hesitant painter is testing their handmade colors on your vineyard. Shades of emerald will define the rows, with every stroke of paint adding new leaves and new life to the hills. Heat will dry out the ground. It will silence any noise in the vineyard and numb your senses. An incandescent sun and a deep blue sky with no clouds will take care of your vines, until the first rain of September will wash summer away. Remember, when the smell of petrichor permeates your vineyard, it will be almost time to harvest. Another journal update. Okay, no, that's the same one. All right. so we are weeding. Okay, I have no idea what's going on right now. We're gonna weed some more, I guess? Okay. Ooh. That went well. Yeah, 2 whole days of weeding. Do you think so? Was my weeding up to your standards? I'd say it was amazing. Told you so. Exterminate. I'm good at this. So what's next? Yes, let's proceed. Now you can learn the fine art of crop thinning. Okay. Crops on a diet? I have a feeling this is going to be quite a ride. Baby steps. Basically, you'll have to remove some of the flowers and/or grape clusters on the grapevine. Wait, what? Why would I ever do that? If you could just let me finish. As I was saying, this procedure is used to achieve yield and quality goals, and it will allow you to modify the vine balance. A waste of resources that happens by design. Am I getting this right? You are. It may sound counterintuitive, I'll give you that. People thought growers were completely nuts when they first started to practice this technique. A priest from a nearby parish was summoned to the vineyards to talk some sense into them, save their souls from the blasphemous act of wasting perfectly good grape clusters. So you're not the first one to stare in horror. So I had to sacrifice some flowers and grape clusters to the benefit of those that are left? Correct. It's all about the yield. Are you familiar with the concept? The yield is a measure of the amount of grapes or wine that is produced per unit surface of vineyard. Wait, let me write this down. It makes no sense now, but maybe it will later on. Okay, let's do this. Wow, these people are like mildly sarcastic in their long-sufferingness. Like, yes, I'm totally new, and Beppe was like, yes, I know you're gonna suck at this at first, and you don't have to be exasperated with me. Summer is ending. All right, let us thin some crops. Oh no. The English here is kind of bothering me. Can I exit this? How do I leave? Yeah, go back. There we go. Let's just do the action, and we can figure out all the extra stuff later. New season, autumn. Your business has 3 different buildings that handle different sides of the wine production. Click to access them and handle their functionalities. So we've got the winery, got the tool shed, and we've got the warehouse. New season, autumn. Autumn, autumn. I see it. Journal update. Autumn will transform the color palette of your vineyard, turning every shade of green into vibrant yellow, red, and brown. Rain will become a habitué of this season, tapping gently on the leaves as they complete their life cycle. On certain days, fog will pay you a visit, covering the vineyards with its velvety cape and hiding everything from sight. A few bell towers and ancient castles scattered on the nearby hills will emerge from this cloudy ocean, and you'll be left in awe, staring at the landscape as it slowly reappears, floating in the mist. There is a gnat crawling on my screen. Beautiful. Okay. Warehouse is used to store bottles ready to sell. Here you can build new rooms to handle marketing. Warehouse level determines the amount of orders you can fulfill every turn. Okay, so tool shed. In the tool shed, you can find all the vineyard's machinery and rooms to maintain them. The English here is, yeah. Some tractors and tools will decrease turns number for specific activities. Like, okay, I can already tell this was made by non-native English speakers. At least the tips in the buildings here were. Okay, let's just move along. Okay, that wasn't too bad, was it? Yeah, I guess I'm starting to get the gist of this new life in the vineyards. So now what? Harvest. We need some help with that. Oh, so there's no Harvest 101 with Teo this time? Not this time. We can start harvesting together, but you'll need to hire an enologist to complete this task. It's the most complex and delicate activity you'll ever perform in your vineyard. There's no room for mistakes. Okay. Hey, thank you very much. No pressure, eh? You're gonna be fine. Relax. Just call Johnny. He's the best in the area. Will do. Good. Let's get moving. Harvest takes the whole space. All right. Johnny, you are late. Thanks. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. Yeah, sorry, I ran into Anna on my way here. Anna, whatever. You should really avoid any distractions. Winemaking is an activity that requires your undivided attention and commitment. If you're not ready to devote your time to your vineyards, you will fail, and most importantly, your vines will perish. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you on a bad day? I am merely stating the facts, so why am I here? Teo told me to hire you. We've started harvest, but we need your help to complete the task. I hear you've recently moved here from London with no understanding nor interest in the winemaking business. You basically know nothing about this, do you? Whoa, you don't mince words, huh? Are you really sure you want to help me? Yeah. I promised the old man I'd help you with the first harvest, and I always keep my word. I can see you've made a start at it, which is fascinating to me since you have no idea about what you're doing. Now hurry up. I'd like to be done with this before the season is over. Well, in that case, how about less complaining and more harvesting? My thoughts exactly. So harvest, as you may have guessed, is the process by which wine grapes are picked. You can do this by hand or mechanically. This is going to take a while. Yes, it's a long and tiring process, and yes, you have to endure this every year. It's also my favorite bit and the most rewarding experience as an enologist, so please don't spoil it. You really woke up on the wrong side of the bed, huh? Let's go. You're slow as a sloth. Keep moving or we'll never get to the cellar. Is someone waiting for us in the cellar? Just your future as a winemaker. No rush at all. Wow. Oh, it tells you the number of turns it's going to take here. Okay. In this panel, you can see the harvest result. Now you can move to transform the grapes and select the tanks you'd like to use. Vinify grapes. Hold on a minute. Okay, so I have 6,700 pounds, which will turn into 670 gallons of wine, of grape juice. And the tank capacity is 3,299 gallons. Okay, gallons. That's fine then. Okay. Autumn is over. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't read what he said. No sarcasm this time. I'm honestly blown away by the fact that you're still here. You're not getting rid of me that easily, so what's next? Crushing. Crushing? Yes, the crushing realization that there's still a long road ahead and I've run out of sunflower seeds. Gosh. So it was you. So it was you. You left a trail of sunflower seed shells in the vineyards. Another incredible deduction. I wish we could spend more time playing Sherlock of the Vineyard, but we have work to do. Today we will crush the grapes. Okay, sounds easy. Now, before you start smashing grapes like a brute, let me be clear. This is a gentle process. We are just bursting the skin of the grape to expose all the inner solids. Are you still with me, London? Of course, all clear, just a bit gory. Focus! We will apply pressure to the grapes to allow the juices free access to the yeast, tannins, and characteristics of the skin. Whoa, you really like to use fancy words, don't you? I'm an enologist. My vocabulary is specific. Are you taking note? I won't repeat this. We will combine crushing with the de-stemming process. It's relatively straightforward. The stems are either removed from the grapes or left attached. It really depends on what the winemaker prefers. Questions? Not at the moment. As you wish. Now go crush those grapes. Gently. Okay, so autumn is over. New grape in the cellar. Barbera 2021. Okay. And we harvested 6,700 pounds of grapes. All right, let's crush some grapes, and it takes 2 turns, 2 days. I didn't realize that there was a counter here. Some activities require a larger board. You can increase the size of the board through the technology panel. Technology panel. Okay. Teo? Yes? I've been reading some books about winemaking. The old man's left me tons filled with notes, weird diagrams, and old photos. That's good. Yeah, but I still can't wrap my head around a few things. That's fine. It's a lot to take in. Like this pruning thing. How do I do that? Oh, pruning. You really have been studying, haven't you? The answer is simple. It's too early for you to do that. How so? Well, first of all, we prune the vines in winter. Then, let's just say that you need far more than just a few books to understand how to do that. But don't worry, I can help you. Alright, so it's now winter, and it's now 2022. Journal update. Pruning's an operation that requires experience and time. We need a bigger board. Open the menu, select the technology panel, and select and unlock upgrades for the board. Okay, so menu, technology, board upgrade. All right, so it costs €500. Jeez. I have to get both of these? We'll just do the one for now. Alright. Pruning. Whatever. Okay. So now we can throw pruning in here. The amount of buds left on the vine will affect quality, quantity, and grape ripeness. Every vine variety has its favorite pruning method. Okay. So, how's it going with Johnny? I'm glad you asked, because, mate, how on earth did you think we could work together? Ouch. He can be a bit blunt, I guess, but don't take it personally. Blunt? He's not blunt, just plain rude. I know that I need him and his knowledge, but he is way out of line sometimes. I'm so sorry. I can assure you that he's a good man. He is just used to mumbling on his own. You know how enologists are, whatever, constantly stressed out and under pressure to get the perfect wine out there. I'm fine. I can take it. I just needed to vent. Anyway, I'm so happy our one-to-one sessions are back on. I've missed your winemaking lectures. Aw, thank you. It's finally time to prune your vines. Uh-oh, this is a level up for me. Indeed it is. Pruning is all about removing unwanted or unneeded parts of the grapevines. We prune in winter and we leave on the plants the necessary buds for next year's production. So far, so good. Anything else I need to know to become a princess pruner? Princess pruners should know that vines can be trained with different styles of pruning techniques. Depending on the grape variety, certain pruning styles are more adequate than others. Okay, so I remove the unwanted bits and leave the buds on. How many buds? How do I select those? Exactly. Good question. In a nutshell, less buds, better quality of wine. More buds, more quantity of wine. It's always about quality versus quantity, isn't it? In this case, it definitely is. Okay. We'll just confirm that. I don't know. All right, time to ferment the... There we go. Fermentation consumes sugar to create alcohol. You can select duration and yeast. Different yeast can give different flavors to wine. Okay. Hello again, London. Alas, we meet again. Indeed. I hope you're ready, because today we'll cover one of the most complex parts of the winemaking process. I think it's all complex. I've dusted off my old notebooks for the occasion. I also have a whole bag of sunflower seeds to chew on whenever I feel overwhelmed by your incompetence. This dude is rude. It's not my fault I don't know all the things you know. I am rubber, you're glue. Anyway, I'm ready. Open your spellbook and let's summon some wine. Now, London, pay close attention. Do you remember what we've learned about crushing? Be gentle, burst the skin, release the sugary juice, expose them to the yeasts. I'm impressed. Well, fermentation is the next step. Yeast will now convert grape sugars into alcohol. Sugar meets yeast and bam, here's the wine. Not so fast, London, not so fast. Fermentation will affect the body, sweetness, tannin, and acidity of your wine. Depending on the grape variety, there are different optimal values for each of these characteristics. Okay, sure. Hey, wait, are you reading from one of your old notebooks? I am, don't interrupt me. As I was saying, sweetness and tannin are influenced by the duration of the fermenting process. Everything clear so far? Okay. Clear as mud. Unsurprisingly so. Look, I'm tired and I'm running out of sunflower seeds. I'll make it easy for you. Let's say you're fermenting Barbera, okay? A practical example would be helpful. Yes, let me write this down. In this case, your optimal values would be tannin 2 out of 10, sweetness 2 out of 10. Now, feel free to give it a go, even if I highly doubt you'll get this right at your first attempt, given your non-existent expertise and the basic equipment we have in the cellar. So this master winemaker left the vineyard to me, and he didn't leave me anything to do it with? You should really add a few drops of optimism to your daily intake of sunflower seeds, you know? Okay. Residual sugar is the unfermented grape sugar left over in the wine after fermentation has completed. So... What is that candy icon? No more sugar to convert at that point. Okay. Oh, okay, it is changing. I thought it wasn't. Okay. So... Okay, so the duration is going to consume these three, I guess. And if I bumped it up, it would consume down to here. Okay. All right. Pump over / punch down. Okay, so sweetness and tannin we wanted to be at 2. Okay, so there's no need to do this because it's not going to change anything. All right. So we're done pruning, and we have some fermentation still to do. All right. Let's press it out. If you press with a higher intensity, you'll get a higher volume of must with a lower quality. Use the slider to select your desired intensity. Okay. You look tired. Thanks, Johnny. I'm not tired, I'm fermented. Well. Is this your first attempt at a wine-ish pun? Blimey, you're taking this seriously. The sooner you accept that I'm here to stay, the better you'll feel. Trust me. So what's on today's menu? Pressing, which is the process whereby juice is extracted from the grapes, is pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Is that it? Obviously not. Increase the press intensity and you'll get more wine. Decrease the press intensity and your wine will be of better quality. Are you writing this down? Increase for more quantity, decrease for better quality. Got it. Good. Remember, the press intensity will also affect the value of 2 characteristics, which are body and tannin. If you're pressing a Barbera, keep in mind that the optimal body value is 8 out of 10. Aye, I'll give it a go and see what happens. I know your generation's not particularly keen on reading, but you can also check the wine data to get the right balance. Should be easy enough even for you. Quality is good. Okay, so more body. Quality is still good. bringing tannins out, though. So we've done crushing, we've done fermentation. Now we're on press. I'm a little confused. I'm supposed to be shooting for 8 here in body, right? Body's not a scientific term, but rather a way to categorize wine by its intensity level from lightest to richest. Tannins are naturally occurring polyphenols found in the grape skins, seeds, and also found in wooden barrels. Tannins are beneficial to stabilize wine and prevent oxidation. Want to experience unadulterated tannin for yourself? Bite a banana skin. The astringent, bitter sensation you get is the sensation of tannin. Acidity is what gives wine its tart and sour taste. The most prevalent wine acids are tartaric acid, softer, found in bananas, malic acid, fruity, found in apples, and citric acid, tingly, found in citrus. Typicity is not a scientific term, but gives you an idea on how typical your wine is compared to other products of the region. So tannins are good for stability? Okay, so we're shooting for 8 body. I cannot get there just by pressing. It didn't tell me that. Okay, let's do that. Because I can't get any more body than this. Okay. 2 turns. Winter is ending. Oh, look, it's raining. No biggie. I've lived in London long enough. Rain is an integral part of my everyday existence. Oh. Well, in our case, it makes a huge difference. We have to stop. We can't work in the vineyard when it rains. Really? That bad? I'm afraid so. I see. In that case, I'll put a kettle on. Do you want to fancy a cuppa? A cup of tea? Sounds very exotic, thanks, but a double espresso would do. Here you are. Here I am. You look tense. I am. Today we'll start bottling the wine. This is the final stage of the winemaking process. The moment of truth. Once the bottles are sealed, there's nothing more we can do. It's out of our control. Are you really concerned about this? Of course, always. Even more so given that you had no clue about the entire process. Bottling is irreversible. There is no turning back. Next time you see your wine, it will be in someone's glass, and they will be tasting it. Relax. It's my first wine, and I've learned tons along the way. Whatever people say, it'll be on me and not on you. Nonsense. I'm the enologist and your mentor. It's my responsibility. The only thing that makes me feel less helpless during this process is to make sure that the bottles are sparkling clean and the corks are top quality. Good to know. Let's inspect the bottles and hope for the best. Click on the I button on cards to receive more information about that activity. All right, so we have 625 gallons. It is now spring, and there's a journal update. Can I not go back pages? Oh, I can. Okay. Spring. Spring will gently awake both your vineyards and your senses. Day after day, buds, shoots, and leaves will populate the vine canes again. Shades of bright green dotted with pink, yellow, and purple will cover the hills around you. Nature will amaze you once more, manifesting its raw power and beginning yet another cycle. Spring tends to be quite temperamental and unpredictable, so keep an eye out for the new buds as they must be protected against sudden drops of temperature, even more so because of the current climate emergency. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I can't do these two because it's raining. Turns variable, it's this shape, and I don't know what that means. Bottling is the final stage of the wine. It's been very important to the finished product. We didn't age anything. Okay, well, let's go ahead and drag it over there. Make sure you have enough space in the warehouse for your bottles. Remember that some types of closures can give faults to the wine. I have no idea what that means. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. Glass is the most expensive way to close it, and synthetic is no. Quality synthetic is the most expensive way. Synthetic is the cheapest. Agglomerated. What is agglomerated? Screw cap is expensive. Okay, let's just work on synthetic for just a moment. Okay, shape Albizia. Bordeaux. Rhine. Oh. Didn't realize that wine types came in different shaped bottles. Label's fine. Label shape is fine. Yeah. Okay, let's just be cheap, I guess. It's not telling me that anything is changing. Okay. It's not telling me that anything is changing. Machineries wear out while using them, and they can get dirty or broken. You can clean and repair them by accessing the different buildings they belong to. Using dirty machinery can give faults to the wine. Okay, so there's a new wine in the cellar, and the fiberglass tank is dirty. Okay. Hey girl, long time no see. How you doing? Hi Anna, I've been buried in work. Apologies for ghosting you the other day. Johnny hates when I'm late. Oh, so that's why you ran away so quickly. I thought you were avoiding me. No. Me avoiding you? No way. Phew, but tell me, how are you two getting along? Johnny's all about the wine. He doesn't mingle with us in town. He's so difficult to read. Tell me more. I'm afraid I don't have much to offer. The only thing I know is that whenever he feels particularly stressed, he chews on tons of sunflower seeds and leaves a trail of shells behind. Ew. Right? Anyway, we've just finished bottling our first wine. He seems particularly concerned about this last phase. Let's hope everything goes smoothly. Oh wow, that's great. Your very first bottle. You have to tell Satoshi. Who is Satoshi? Don't you know him? Girl, have you ever left the house? You should really go out sometimes, you know. Johnny says I have to focus and avoid any distractions. Johnny says this. Johnny says that. I don't even know him and he's already getting on my nerves. Fair! He'll do that. Forget Johnny. Listen to me. Satoshi is the owner of the best wine bar in town. He's such a nice guy. Go there, tell him I sent you, and bring a bottle of your wine, and he'll want to taste it. Okay? I don't want to impose. Impose? Snap out of this imperial coldness, girl. Stop behaving like a guest. This is your land. These are your traditions. Own it. It's ironic, you know. As an expat, I was really feeling like a guest. I felt like I was inhabiting space that wasn't mine. Now that I'm home, I still feel and behave as a stranger. I'm stuck in limbo. Don't go all philosophical on me, girl. It scares me. Take a deep breath and enjoy your evening out at Satoshi's wine bar. Can you do this for me, pretty please? Sure. Thank you, Anna. Okay, so wine's in the cellar, and the fiberglass tank is dirty. So I need to clean the fiberglass tank. Hold on. Okay, so suckering. I can't do all of this at the same time. I know that. Okay, so gotta clean the fiberglass tank. Gotta go do the wine tasting. And I guess I can be suckering too. And that is the best I can hope for right now. Probably should have done weeding. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. The evaluation of the wine is expressed by a score. This value depends on the typicality of the wine and the quality of the grapes used. The flavors increase the score while faults decrease it. .4 out of 100. This wine needs more body. I physically could not get more body. Anyway. Okay, bottles produced, blah, blah, blah. Sold. I haven't sold any yet. Okay. Waiting. I do not have space to do that yet. All right, let's go weed. Season is ending. Spring. I have 3 new orders. Okay. Hi, welcome to my bar. Do you have a reservation? Hello, not really. Sorry, I was a last-minute thing. My neighbor Anna told me to... Oh, so it's you. It's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about your first steps into the winemaking business. Anna's filled me in on your adventures. She really is the unofficial news broadcaster in town, isn't she? Tune in to Radio Anna and learn about what's new in the area. Well, she is, but she has a big heart. She only broadcasts positive things about people she cares about. But listen, why don't you just sit at that table over there and tell me about your first wine? I'll be there in a sec. Sure, thank you. Meow! The cat's name is Barrick. That's an interesting name, but we just get to meet a cat. Nice to meet you too, furry creature. No, it's totally a cat. Meow. You are so cute. Can I pet you? Is that okay with you? Yes, I would want to pet the cat. Meow. Purr, purr, purr. Looks like you've met Barrick, and judging from the rhythmic purring sound I hear, I'd say he likes you. The feeling's mutual. I also like your wine bar. It's so cozy. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So let's talk about your first wine. Do we really have to do that? I'm not sure it's any good. Here you go. Uncork and taste it if you dare. So... Come on, your silence is killing me. Is it dreadful? Oh gosh, Johnny will be furious. I must have screwed up something. Maybe the fermentation process or the pressing? I must have pressed too much. Is the cork okay? Look, I know you've been studying hard, working hard, and are fully committed to the cause, but how do I say this? This wine is actually good, all things considered. Deep color, full body, low tannins. Well done. Is it? Are you sure? I mean, feel free to say it's rubbish if you don't like it. No, this is good, especially since it's your first wine. Anna was right. You do know what you're doing. Here, this is the menu. Order what you want. It's on the house. Celebrate. Really? You're too kind. Thank you. And yes, Anna was right. I really needed to leave the house and meet new people. I'm feeling so much better. Stay as long as you like. I have to go back to other tables, but I definitely want to know more about your future plans. I'll pay you a visit as soon as I can, and that's a promise. All right, I have 3 new orders. We're now in summer. Journal update. Wow, our wine is getting attention. We have our first orders. Open the menu, select the orders panel to view customer requests, and in this panel you can manage customer orders. Select the orders to start selling our wine. Okay. Wine orders. Okay, so they want 510 bottles. It has a score of 64. And so... How many bottles do we have? There's no must in the cellar. We have 2,841 bottles. So I definitely have enough to sell all these. Build the shop to automatically manage certain orders. What is this? Expenses, balance. Income. Balance is going down. Income has not been up yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I managed the orders, and there's nothing to do in the vineyard today. Okay. You can click on the vineyard to get information on its health state, ripeness, and get new cards like treatments. Satoshi? Who is she? Emma, a newcomer to the area. She's working with Johnny and Teo in the very same vineyards that once belonged to the old man. Fascinating. Is she any good? She's a beginner, but I've just tasted her first wine, and believe me, it's kind of good. I may have eavesdropped on a few bits of your conversation. You always do. Sit here reading newspapers, cuddle Barrack, and spend your time listening to my clients' conversations. Now that I think about it, I might start charging you an extra fee for the free info you get here. In my defense, I'm just a wine journalist. I am a wine journalist, and listening to what people think and say about wines or cellars is actually part of my job. Your wine bar is my favorite dispensary of local stories. I have a renowned appetite for these kinds of tales. You know that. I consume them voraciously. I know. So do you think her story could become one of your pieces? This is very text-heavy. Although it's way more story than I expected from this game. It's too early to say. I have to dig for more information, get to know her better, see if there's more to her than meets the eye. The fact that she's working with Johnny is captivating to me. Here we go again. Johnny, your own personal Moby Dick. How was the wine, really? I salute your bravery for drinking it in front of her. It could have been a disaster. Can I taste it? Do you still have a glass of this precious ambrosia? You are in luck, I do. Do you feel like you are in the right mood to taste it now? Indulge me, and please, leave me alone. I have to think this through. Meow. Hello, Barrack. Of course you can stay, Barrack. Okay. Thin the crops. Click on the winery treatments. What is this? Vineyard treatments protect the plant's surface against general fungal diseases, insects, and nematodes. They can be preventive or curative. Drag the card to know more about each of them. Oh. Okay, so you have to treat separately for the different kinds of mildew. Okay. I have 3 new orders. Yeah, I still have plenty to sell. And I can use spacebar to go to the next day. Okay. Oh, I have to hold it. Sales completed. I earned 1,109. All right. Oh, we need to harvest, but it's raining. Satoshi, what a pleasant surprise. Hi, Emma. How are things? All good, thank you. What brings you here? Look, I know we're not well acquainted, but after you left my wine bar last night, it's been like a week. I kept thinking about you and your situation. I've experienced the same issues. Being the outsider, the newcomer to the area. Oh yeah, the alien town. That's me. You're doing something extreme, Emma. You've just opened a new wine bar like I did. You're becoming a winemaker. This is huge. Or you haven't just opened a new wine bar like I did. You're becoming a winemaker. This is huge. Many people have had their eyes on these lands for a long time, and the fact that a rookie is now going above and beyond to make proper wine is driving them nuts. Honestly, I don't know what to do about it. I'm not a quitter. I know, and I respect you for this reason. I've also decided that I want to help you with your business. I want to be your client. I want to buy your wine. It's not much, I know, but it's all I can do at the moment. I'm happy to publicly support you. Are you joking? This means the world to me. Team Outsiders for the win. Are you sure this won't damage your business? I mean, I do appreciate your enthusiasm, but my wines are far from being perfect. Leave it to me. Don't worry about it. You do you. I'll take care of the rest. Thank you, Satoshi. It's fine. One more thing. A friend of mine would like to interview you. His name is Carlo. He's a wine journalist. Would that be okay with you? Seriously? Not sure I have anything interesting to share besides something like total moves to Langy to run a winery with zero knowledge. I'm sure Johnny would agree with that heading. That article would actually be very interesting. It could be a real eye-opener. Anyway, Carlo will be in touch. Now I'll leave you to your vineyards. I think Johnny is looking for you. Oh, he must have finished his daily dose of sunflower seeds. Wish me luck. Is Johnny coming? I can't do anything today because it's raining. Special orders must be completed in order to gain fame and ensure a good income from selling more bottles. If an order is beyond the player's abilities, it can be discarded for a small fame cost. Okay. So I have a special order and 2 regular orders, and summer is over. Let us harvest. Wow. Okay, orders. Sell those. Special orders. Yeah. Sell 50 bottles of that. Okay. Okay, so I don't have anything in these fields yet. Oh. Okay. I have 1.5 million to buy that field. Okay. Oh, I could buy this one. Unlock the purchase by advancing the story. Okay. Oh, I'm getting tired. What time is it? It's only 9 o'clock. All right. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this. My fame is level 10. Okay. Your fame level affects wine-based price, number of orders received, type of special orders, and the ability to unlock new technologies. Okay. Alright, so I have 1 new order. It is now autumn. Okay. Sell and no special orders. Okay. Two new special orders and 1 new regular order. White. I do not have a white wine. 10 in minimum. So I don't have any wine that meets this criteria. So do I just leave it? Do I have to discard it? Tannins. Okay, so I don't have anything with a very high tannin, obviously. Let's go ahead and buy this. And so this is going to be 20 when I get to it, which I do not want to get so low in finances. Yeah, I cannot fulfill those special orders. So can I just leave them? Is that going to hurt me? Hello, Emma. I'm Carlo, the journalist. We spoke on the phone a few days ago, remember? Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, nice to meet you. And thank you for your interest in my adventures. Your endeavors are definitely worth my time and interest. Thank you for welcoming me to your vineyard. Winemakers tend to be extremely secretive and shy, so that's refreshing. Oopsie, I didn't know that, but Johnny did tell me that it wasn't the best idea to be interviewed so early in my career, if you want to call it like that. Johnny is old school. It doesn't surprise me, but I'm not interviewing you now. Today I just want to browse around and take a few photos to get a general understanding of how you run this place. Are you happy with that? The photos will be featured in the article. Sure, Teo will give you the tour. That's great. Concerning your interview, if you're still up for it, I'll give you a ring and we can set a date. We can meet at Satoshi's. No one will bother us there. I'd love that. See you soon. Alright, so vinify the grapes. I did clean the tank. Alright, so I have 4 new orders. Wine orders. Build the shop to automatically manage certain orders. How do I do that? Do I do that over here at Winery? how do I build the shop? You know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna call it done. That was not bad.